So good evening to all of you, and on behalf of the Montana World Affairs Council, I'd like to welcome everyone here to our 12th annual Academic World Quest competition. I hope so far you've had a good time. Not overwhelming, but all right. That's better. Good deal. I'm Mark Johnson. I'm the founder of the council. If you had told me when we started the council in the year 2000 we'd fill a room like this, wouldn't have believed it. Next year I'll probably look at the Adams Fieldhouse. I don't know. As you know, the winning team tonight will go to Washington, D.C. to represent our great state at the national competition in April. So sincerely good luck to all of you. And also sincerely, you're all winners for participating. There you go. Over the past several years, our World Quest program here in Montana continues to be one of the 5 largest across the country and out of 95 councils. So we're bigger than Boston or San Francisco or Washington, D.C. And that's a tribute to you all, to the students here, the teachers here, and the schools that you represent. Again, thank you very much for coming. Many people tonight have contributed to this event, planning, preparation, and what have you. But one person tonight deserves very special recognition. Our wonderful executive director, Aubrey Lyons, will be leaving soon to embark on new adventures. I think Aubrey, there's Aubrey, she's over there. Frankly, the reason you all are here is because of Aubrey Lyons. Now, Aubrey, I've asked Aubrey to say a few words at our intermission to share some of her experiences during her time. She and I go back about 14 years with the council, and without her, this would not have happened. So how about a nice round for Aubrey? Tonight we're pleased to have some very distinguished guests, including our governor, Steve Bullock, the provost of the University of Montana, Perry Brown, and our mayor, John Engen, who will act as tonight's master of ceremonies. The governor will speak first, followed by Perry Brown, and then we'll turn it over to John for the competition. Before we formally introduce them, I'd like to thank a group of our sponsors. You can see their names here on the screen and also in your program. They're very important. They mean a lot to us, and we thank them all. 2 groups in particular I'd like to thank. First, the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation for their generous support over the years, starting when we were just 3 schools back in the day. Another group that I would like to thank is Humanities Montana for their generous support. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Bullock is our 24th governor of the state of Montana, elected in 2012. One of the governor's highest priorities is in the field of education, and he's been very supportive of our efforts to promote global awareness and understanding. So what all of you should know is that when you, as you are trying to learn about international affairs and global issues, you should know that you have the support of none other than our very governor. I'd like to introduce also the provost of this university, someone I've known for years, a good friend who's done much to the development of this university. He started in 2010. Perry Brown and Maine Hall have been big supporters of Academic World Quest, and the university, in fact, created a special scholarship for the winning team, for the members of the winning team that decide to come to UM. This is a very big deal, and I hope you'll check it out, if you're on the winning team, of course. The other thing that I would like to mention as far as the University of Montana is concerned is the Global Leadership Initiative, which I think will be of great interest to many of you in this room. John Engen is Missoula's 50th mayor, first elected to that office in 2005, and this is his 10th year of hosting Academic World Quest. We're very fortunate to have all three. So let's begin. Welcome, please, our Governor, Steve Bullock.
Thanks so much, Ambassador, and thanks for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to welcome you and say a couple words. I'd like to thank the World Affairs Council for their work in exposing all of you, but it even goes beyond all of you in many respects as far as the work, but exposing you to the world outside of our borders, preparing you for the challenges and opportunities for the 21st century. I'd also like to give a special shout out and thanks to the teachers that came from near and far. I hear Wolf Point's here as well, 550 miles. But all of you, certainly the teachers, for the time and the energy that you've committed to including international affairs in your classroom, but also taking the things that you could learn in the classrooms, making it that much more alive and getting all of the students here. Most importantly, to the students. 52 teams. Incredible that you're spending some time doing this. I was a Helena High graduate. I understand Helena High doesn't participate. I couldn't have imagined probably in high school taking both the energy and all the enthusiasm and the passion to be engaged in something like this. So I hope that you're all both pleased with your own efforts in doing it and recognize that what my hope is that whether you're a freshman or you're a senior, this engagement is just the beginning for significant engagement in your community, in the state, and indeed the whole world. And your generation in particular has grown up in a world where you have near instant access to mind-boggling amount of information right at your fingertips, literally right at your fingertips. I don't feel like I'm that old, but I graduated high school and I got an electric Smith Corona typewriter to take down to college. We were just on the edge of really what a personal computers would be, and it was really not until post-law school even where the internet really became accessible to more at a consumer level. The barriers of geography and language are quickly being overcome by cell phones, tablets, laptops, computers. We can FaceTime with family and friends and pen pals across the country, indeed across the world. Siri can tell us what the weather's going to be like, not only in Bozeman, but Beijing, Baghdad, Bangkok, Budapest. Facebook lets us keep tabs on people we meet, not only across town, but indeed across the world. What colleges they go to, who just got engaged, what kind of food they're eating, where they've eaten. Think about Google. It's a company, but it's a verb. How that's changed just over time. How much, any number of questions, from who's John Kasich to how many calories in a Chipotle burrito, they're all just right at our fingertips. It's incredible and it's exciting. And I think of, as I even said with FaceTime, I had the opportunity, I guess it's about 2.5 years ago, I went to visit Montana soldiers in Kuwait and Afghanistan. And on the one hand, so I'm across the world, I'm at a military base, but I could still FaceTime my children as long as we had the time zone right during that. More interesting, though, was as we'd meet with folks at like the Agency for International Development, where they'd say in Afghanistan how we're actually going to change it, how we're going to make things that much better. It's your generation, not the extant one, and you do it by introducing technology. Once you have both cell phones and access, it changes the world. As these barriers decrease, our understanding of other countries and cultures and the global issues we share must actually increase. Globalization has been fundamentally changing the world we live in, and it's accelerated in recent decades. Thomas Friedman has characterized this acceleration as farther, faster, cheaper, and deeper. In a world where we're increasingly connected, people, companies, government, the challenges we face are greater, but so too are the opportunities. The question becomes, how can our leaders, both present and future, come together to find solutions to ensure lasting, balanced, and shared social and economic opportunity? The challenges in particular that you've been learning about and you'll be quizzed on during this competition, from digital privacy, sectarianism in the Middle East, Syrian refugee crisis, human trafficking, to climate change and wealth inequality, to name a few, they're complex and complicated with social, political, economic, and environmental consequences. You come here to learn, and with that also becomes responsibility. And you are and you will be the leaders of tomorrow. I'm proud of the work that you're doing to prepare yourselves to lead in an area where global issues really do matter. Even if your whole hope in life would be to say, you know, I just want to go back to the farm and I want to farm. I never want to leave Montana. I took a number of business leaders to South Korea last year. And included in that was our ag industry. The recognizing that the markets that we sell into now, whether you're a farmer or a rancher or anything else, isn't just our neighborhoods, it's indeed around the world. So it's not only from an educational and a cultural side, but it truly is an economic perspective as well. Events like WorldQuest are so critical to expanding our view of the world and seeing how we here in Montana are an essential and critical part of it. Pleased that Montanans are seeking to understand how global events matter and that how you can make a positive impact at home, at your school, in your communities, in the state, and indeed one day throughout the world. I congratulate you all for being a part of this event today, and I wish you best of luck in your competition.
We have a terrific governor, and so it's just wonderful to have him here to address you for a moment. So just again, my name is Perry Brown. I'm what's called the provost at the University of Montana. The provost is the chief academic leader of the campus. And so everything academic funnels up through me in my office at some point. Anyway, what I'd like to do is welcome you to the University of Montana. I'm in a kind of dangerous position being sandwiched between two politicians here. But so I won't talk very long because they like to talk, you know, and carry on a little bit. But I can tell you a couple things about the University of Montana since you're here and we're welcoming you onto the campus, and I hope you've had a chance to look around the campus today. But we have a real strong foundation in the liberal arts and sciences at the University of Montana, and then we have a number of professional colleges that build upon those arts and sciences in forestry and conservation and journalism and business and education and health professions and a number of different areas. I would tell you also, if you don't already know it, Missoula is one of the great college towns of the United States. Every time a ranking comes out of college towns, we are on it. And that's because we have this wonderful relationship with the city of Missoula and all of the things that go on in the city as well as on campus. It makes for a wonderful and vibrant college town and college town experience. In the area of international activities, this is a place where a lot of international things go on and a great place to be if you have that inclination, as most of you do, because you've been studying that and you're here to compete in things that deal with international and global issues. We have about 600 international students on campus that come from about 80 different countries. We have about 100 exchange programs for our students to go to other countries and other universities. And we have special field trips that the faculty have organized to a number of different places, field trips and courses in places like Ireland and Nicaragua and Vietnam and China and Zambia. So almost any place or any continent anyway you want to get on, I wouldn't say almost any continent you want to get on, we've got something going on there, and then a lot of countries in those different places. We're also very happy that year in and year out we partner with the Montana World Affairs Council, who really does bring a great awareness of all the world issues to us, and we have an opportunity to partner with them in events such as this one, the Academic World Quest competition that you're in right now. There's a lot more on this campus that is international. We have a tremendously international faculty. We have those international students. We have international visitors that are here on a regular basis from all over the world, and we have an opportunity to learn from them and learn with them as we're doing things. So I would really encourage you, as you think about the next stages in your own academic career, to think about the University of Montana. You're here now, but I want you to come back and visit us. And come back and be a student with us and study with us, because you'll find out that international things are forefront at the University of Montana. This world and this century that we've called the global century, one that's so different than the one that I grew up in, that you are, in fact, members of and will be members of for your entire life, is a very different place and demands a real awareness and a real set of activities and focus on what's happening globally and internationally. And some of that global is just domestic, but it's all the connections we have with each other in addition to the international activities. So I invite you to come back and visit us, come back and be a student here. We would love to see you, whether you are from Libby or Wolf Point, way on the other side of the state. Libby's not quite that far away, or if you're right here from Missoula itself. Be here. We'd be happy to have you here, and we want to see you and have a great competition and have great fun while you're here the rest of this evening. So thank you very much. And now John Engen, the mayor of Missoula City.
Well, good afternoon. What a lovely audience today. It's probably the nicest looking audience I've seen all day. About another round of applause for the governor and the provost, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. So as I tell the audience every year when you go home, so how many of you are not from Missoula? Just raise your hand for me, would you please? Fantastic. All right, so when you go home, please tell the people you see that you were in Missoula, you saw the mayor. He was not wearing Birkenstocks, and he did not appear to be smoking marijuana. Just tell the people back home that that's what happened. It'll be a surprise for everyone, trust me. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, to help you through the process of understanding what it is you're going to do and how you're going to do it. The thing that I need to remind you is that if you ever hear me say mispronounce something, it's really about making you feel better. It's not because I'm not smart. So we'll do a little of that. You're going to use some technology here. Governor alluded to technology, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to use something called the iClicker. Everyone have one of those at your table? If you don't, let us know. Got the iClicker? You don't have an iClicker? We have an iClicker issue. Code red iClicker. Anyone else? All right. In the interest of fairness, we like everyone to be able to actually log their answers. All right, we got that part down. While we're taking care of that, here's what I will do. I'm going to read a question to you. You will have 30 seconds to enter your answer. The answers may only be entered after the timer on the screen has started counting. So that's some technology that's at play. The answers will be submitted by entering A, B, C, or D on the iClicker. It will flash green when an answer has been recorded. If it flashes red, your vote has not been recorded. Try again and then raise your hand for assistance. Teams may change the answer by simply clicking a different choice. The last choice entered will be counted as the team's final answer. No cellular phones or other electronic devices may be used this evening. Use of these devices will result in immediate disqualification of the entire team and early pizza. And frankly, that is an option at your age that I would have taken. But I suspect you all are more interested in the challenge than you are the calories. And I respect that. Believe me, I do. You get a point for each correct answer. There is no penalty for wrong answers or answers left blank. In the event of a tie, a sudden death tiebreaker, which can be very painful, will be played. The team with the highest number of correct answers wins. This team will represent Montana at the national competition all the way in Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, which is that way, sponsored by the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation, always great supporters of Academic World Quest. All grading decisions, ladies and gentlemen, are not mine, but they are final. Each iClicker is registered to your team. Please do not remove the iClicker from your table at any time. An alarm will sound and police will show up. Keep an eye here all week on your iClicker. Teams will be held responsible for replacing their iClicker, which I understand each iClicker worth about $1,500, ladies and gentlemen, give or take. If the iClicker is not turned in at the end of the competition, are you all ready? You feeling good? Is our iClicker situation squared away over there? Fantastic. We're good. Thank you so much. I have to tell you, so ladies and gentlemen, I was born in Missoula, grew up in Missoula, and I attended Hellgate High School. Are my Hellgate peeps here? So I will tell you they get no unfair advantage just because I went to Hellgate High School. I will tell you, however, that my time at Hellgate, some of the best 8 years of my life, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you once again here all evening. Don't forget your wait staff. As we go to round one, NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, ladies and gentlemen. Question number one, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, was established in 1949 to serve what purpose? A, establish peaceful relations between Western Europe and the Soviet Union. B, secure the waters of the Atlantic for safe passage. C, provide collective security against the Soviet Union. Or D, establish a trade agreement between the U.S., Canada, and 5 Western European nations. And the clock is ticking. See, you guys have this figured out. And that's the first question. You survive okay? Everybody feeling good? Yeah? Everybody right? Okay. Question number two. What was the name of the program designed by the United States to facilitate economic recovery in Europe after the end of the Second World War? A, the Schlieffen Plan. B, the Paris Peace Accords. C, the Marshall Plan. Or D, the Treaty of Versailles. Some of you may not know, ladies and gentlemen, the teams from Stanford, Shelby, and Lincoln paid extra to be here because they get to be this close to me. No? Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Question number three. In 1995, NATO engaged in its first crisis management operation in which nation state? A, Albania, B, Bosnia and Herzegovina, or C, Somalia, or D, not one of the above? Question number four, NATO invoked a collective defense agreement, that's Article 5, for the first time after what major event? A, the end of the Cold War. B, the Rwandan genocide. C, the London metro bombings of 2005. Or D, the September 11th attacks. Question number 5. Once a military operation is agreed, pardon me, by the North Atlantic Council, how does NATO generate military forces? A. Members contribute forces on a voluntary basis. B. Permanent military forces gather in a country of operation. C. Forces are generated from the countries closest to the military operation. Or D. Forces are provided through conscription. And that's the draft. Question number 6. Only 4 member countries meet the NATO recommended percentage of GDP spent on defense. What is this recommended percentage? A, 0.05%, B, 2%, C, 6%, or D, 10% of the gross domestic product? Question number 7. In 1948, sorry, I was asleep at the wheel, a Soviet-sponsored coup led to the establishment of a communist government in which nation-state bordering Germany? A, Belgium, B, Czechoslovakia, C, Austria, or D, Denmark? Question number 8. Who is the current U.S. ambassador to NATO? A, William Henry Draper Jr., B, Douglas Lute, C, Donald Rumsfeld, or D, General William Donovan? Illustration, that actually might be Don Draper. I'm not sure if is that a possibility? Question number 9. In 2014, NATO collectively spent an estimated $850 billion with a B on defense. The United States accounted for approximately what percentage of this spending? A, 20%, B, 50%, C, 70%, or D, 90%? We have a technology issue? We've got a clicker battery issue, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the saddle, repaired, all good? Fantastic. Question number 10, according to Douglas Lute. Oh, see? See how this works? And see, sometimes the questions go in the other order, so pay careful attention. According to Douglas Lute, NATO's Readiness Action Plan is one common theme, moving back to basics. What's he referring to? Article 5, mutual defense. B, rebuilding its base of core allies. C, organizing ground and airspace forces over Eastern Europe. Or D, inviting Russia back to the table for diplomatic discussions over Ukraine. Special instruction to the cell phone monitors, you don't have to walk the whole time. You're welcome to sit. If you see flashes of telephones, something rings, you're welcome to walk around, or you may rest for a moment. You made it through round number 1. Give yourselves a round of applause. Fine young human beings. Round 2, Asia Matters, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1, according to the East-West Center, which Asian nation state has more than 50,000 U.S. troops stationed within its borders? A, South Korea, B, Japan, C, Guam, or D, Vietnam? Question number 2, which country is the 3rd largest source of foreign students in the U.S.? A, China, B, Thailand, C, Vietnam, or D, South Korea? Question number 3, which of the following is not one of the reasons that Dr. Satu Limie claims Singapore punches above its weight in ASEAN? That is A, extensive territorial hoarding? No. Extensive territorial holdings. B, strong diplomacy. C, well-developed educational institutions. Or D, a capable military. I thought that was one of you for a moment. I thought, is everything okay with the eye clicker? But that's a baby. Or a very small high school student. Question number 4, according to Asia Matters for America, what is a major Malaysian criticism of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the TPP? A, the rules of the TPP would not be honored. B, the TPP would grant foreign and transnational corporations too much influence over their economy. C, the TPP would promote an unsustainable growth rate. Or D, the TPP would damage their relationship with other Asian states. And there's something about saying TPP that just makes me feel silly. Question number 5, among the Asian nations, which country is America's oldest treaty partner, dating all the way back to 1833? A, Laos, B, Indonesia, C, Thailand, or D, Vietnam? Question number 6, which characteristic of the Trans-Pacific Partnership will allow countries to join the arrangement in the future? A, the living agreement. B, the open door policy. C, the inclusion incentive. Or D, procrastination amnesty, which I have been seeking for a very, very long time. Question number 7, according to Asia Matters for America, which Asian nation state has increased its investment in the U.S. by 1,827% from 2001 to 2011? A, Vietnam, B, Cambodia, C, Japan, or D, Singapore? Question number 8. Which Asian policy is intended to create one of the world's largest single market economies by allowing for free movement of goods, services, and professionals? A, the FTA, the Free Trade Agreement. B, the AEC, that's the Asian Economic Community. C, the TAC, Treaty of Amity and Cooperation. Or D, the ACTI, which is the Asian Connectivity for Trade and Investment. Question number 9. In 1974, which Japanese company opened a factory in Lincoln, Nebraska, bringing more than 1,000 jobs to the area? A, Kawasaki, B, Honda, C, Mitsubishi, or D, Toyota? Question number 10, ladies and gentlemen, which city is home to the oldest Chinatown in North America and one of the largest outside of Asia? A, New York City, B, Los Angeles, C, Honolulu, or D, San Francisco? Last question of this round. Most answers in. Boom, you made it. Congratulations, round 2 is in the bag. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen, my area of expertise, international trade and finance. Maybe not. Question number 1, which economic concept described by David Ricardo argues specialization and trade are mutually beneficial even if a country finds that it is more efficient at producing everything than its trading partners? I don't even understand that. A, this is the Pareto optimality. B, the comparative advantage. C, the opportunity cost. Or D, the dependency theory? I have a little bit of a dependency theory on, well, with bacon, really. Question number 2, according to the Congressional Research Service, how is economic globalization defined? A, the establishment of internationally tradable currencies. B, an increase in the connectivity of societies around the world. C, an increase in the integration of national economies into international markets. Or D, the building of McDonald's restaurants in foreign countries. And I'm just going to give you this one, it's D. Trust me. Because I have the 8 years of high school. And one day I may still graduate. or matriculate, as they say. Question number 3. The World Trade Organization, that's the WTO, was created to address what perceived limitation of the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, the GATT system. A, imported goods became cost prohibitive. B, subsidies gave small nations an unfair advantage. C, corporations were establishing monopolies. Or D, focus on goods left out other trade areas. Question number 4, despite a global economy in low gear, international blank increased by 5% worldwide in 2013, reaching a record of 1.1 billion. A, tourist arrivals. B, gambling. C, consumption of coal. Or D, trade of textiles. Question number 5, which group of important actors dominate the production of tropical beverages, accounting for more than 80% of cocoa and about 70% of coffee traded on global markets? A, multinational corporations. B, certified organic laborers. C, the Starbucks. Or D, small farmers. Why are you guys down to just 3? What happened? Is everything okay? Just 3 members on your team? Did you kick somebody off? Yeah? I hear you. Question number 6, institutions such as the IMF, the WTO, and the World Bank attempt to promote free trade instead of what other economic ideology? A, neo-mercantilism. B, protectionism. C, market socialism. Or D, structuralism. Question number 7. Sorry, I nodded off again. According to the Economics of Immigration, it's middle age, it's terrible. According to the Economics of Immigration article, in economic terms, what's the overall effect of immigration on the economy? A, negative, a net decline of GDP. B, positive, a net benefit with annual economic gains to the population. C, neutral, neither a net benefit nor decline to the population. Or D, irrelevant, unrelated to the state of the economy. And please note again, the 8 years of high school allowed me to finish off the word econo just by making a guess. Thank you for that. I kid you not. I had some catching up to do. Question number 8, which of the following has resulted in widespread European skepticism regarding the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership, that's the TTIP, and trade with the U.S.? A, higher commodity prices. Oh, you didn't have to move that. That's nice, though. Thank you. Higher commodity prices. B, U.S. corporations and Wall Street's influence over trade policy. C, an unequal manufacturing playing field. Or D, U.S. genetically modified crops. So when we started doing this, we had paper and the questions were on paper. Then we realized I'm old, and then I had a computer screen, and now I have basically I got IMAX here, so I can see without glasses. It's pretty nice. Question number 9, according to falling oil prices create winners and losers, most economists believe that the recent decline in oil prices will result in what? A, promoting economic expansion, B, contributing to the job creation in the renewable energy sector, C, spurring development of clean coal, or D, enhancing America's security. And ladies and gentlemen, just because D is bigger than the rest of the answers does not mean it's correct in this case. It doesn't mean it's not correct either. So rely on your brains, which I think are very reliable. We're almost to the last question of this round, ladies and gentlemen, and it is question number 10. A deficit in trade exists when a nation's total imports exceed their total exports. According to the Congressional Research Service, what was the United States trade deficit in 2014? A, 12.98 billion, B, 721.57 billion, C, 12.47 billion, or D, and my answer, ladies and gentlemen, 10 a gazillion. Which of course is 1/10 of a bazillion. You made it through another round. Congratulations. Round number 4, my friends, the Sultanate of Oman. And Oman, have I been looking forward to this round. Thank you again. Yeah, you felt that coming, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm hip. Question number 1. What city is the capital of Oman? A, Salalah, B, Riyadh, C, Muscat, or D, Asib al-Jadida? That's right, I said it. Asib al-Jadida. Question number 2, who is the current leader of Oman? A, Qaboos bin Said al-Said, B, King Abdullah II, C, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid al Maktoum, or D, King Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz al Saud? Yep. Made it through all of those, didn't I? Question number 3, what 3 nation states share a border with Oman? A, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, B, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, C, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, D, Somalia, Djibouti, or Sudan? Am I seeing an automatic reload of cookies? Is that what's going on here? That's fabulous. Question number 4, how did Oman's leadership respond to the 2011 uprisings calling for more jobs and economic benefits and an end to corruption? A, the Sultan deployed police in riot gear to the streets. B, the demands of the people were ignored and eventually protesting ceased, which is the method I use as mayor, ladies and gentlemen. C, the Sultan brought the organizers to trial for crimes of treason. Or D, the Sultan pledged to implement economic and political reforms. Question number 5, which of the following groups are not allowed to vote in Oman? A, the elder population aged over 60. B, women. C, members of the military. Or D, anyone who has not received a formal education. Question number 6, according to the CIA World Fact Book, what percentage of Oman's labor force is non-national? A, 25%, B, 30%, C, 50%, or as you young people say, 50%. Thanks again, yes, I'm cool. D, 60%. I'm so cool, I'm sick. Right? Right? Is that still in, sick? Is that, no? What is? What's cool now? I don't know. Chill? Ill? Ill? Is that a whole thing of Pringles? Wow. That's, I used to be a 2 or 3 sleeve guy. I liked my Pringles. Oh, there's another question, ladies and gentlemen. Number 7. I was distracted by Pringles, oddly enough. In addition to the Arabian Sea, which 2 bodies of water border Oman? A, the Gulf of Oman, the Gulf of Aden. D, the Persian Gulf, the Red Sea. C, the Persian Gulf, the Gulf of Oman. Or D, the Gulf of Oman and the Mediterranean Sea. Speaking of sea, are those sea salt Pringles or? Yeah. They are. No real potato products involved in a Pringle, and that's part of what you have to like about them, right? Oh, carbs and gluten, you are my friends. Question number 8, ladies and gentlemen. Oman is strategically located on the Straits of Hormuz, a key naval choke point. What percentage of the world's seaborne oil shipments pass through these straits? A, 10%, B, 25%, C, 40%, or D, 75%. Question number 9, what's the majority branch of Islam in Oman? A, Ibadi, B, Sunni, C, Shia, or D, Khawarij? Or something like that. Just one more question remaining in this round. Question number 10, folks. What is the name of the Omani currency? A, the rial, B, the dinar, C, the ruble, or D, the rupee? Ladies and gentlemen, you made it through yet another round. That was round 4. Are you ready for round 5? It's privacy, ladies and gentlemen, in the digital age. And by the way, I'm live tweeting this right now. Why, ladies and gentlemen, has the digital age left the justice system struggling to interpret the Fourth Amendment? A, surveillance is far more sophisticated in the 21st century. B, the amendment considers privacy in physical terms. C, the founding fathers did not have Twitter, which is actually not true. Or D, the line is blurred between shared and seized property. I just saw the Declaration of Independence on Instagram. Was it Snapchatting? Might be. What's a Snapchat? I have no Snapchat because, again, I'm old. Yeah. I want Pringles, but I'm not going to have them because, again, I'm making good judgments. Question number 2. What did Julia Angwin discover about her own digital trail while writing Dragnet Nation? A, it was deleted every 5 years. B, it is nearly impossible to control. C, it contained her social security number. Or D, it was a perfect record of all of her behaviors. We made it to question number 3. The information age has revived imagery associated with which character from George Orwell's 1984? That is me, and I don't like that a bit, ladies and gentlemen. A, Winston Smith. B, the central scrutinizer. C, Big Brother. Or D, Mayor John Engen. And I think that's something to seriously consider. I was hoping we'd get a less flattering photo of me to put in there. Was that not available, or because that one's really nice. Sort of captures my charm, my joy for life. Question number 4, folks. Which of the following is a governmental department dedicated to fighting cybercrime? A, the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Electronic Crimes Department. B, the Secret Service's Cyber Intelligence Section. C, the Department of Homeland Security's Hacker Protection Agency. Or D, the National Security Administration's Cyber Warfare Unit. Is the lighting okay? I usually do better in dark. Question number 4, which we just did. We're not there yet. Question number 5. What's the name of the Department of Homeland Security's campaign that aims to improve the public's understanding of the cyber threats we face today? A, Stop, Drop, and Roll. Wow, that takes me back to my youth. B, Who, What, Where, and Stop, Drop, and Roll is not what you think. It was fire safety. C, Stop, Hammer Time. Or D, Stop, Think, Connect. Question number 6, in the in the 2010 Right to Be Forgotten case, why did the Spanish citizen, I was going to say, why did the Spasm citizen, why did the Spanish citizen file a complaint against a Spanish newspaper, Google Spain and Google Incorporated? A, the records of his marriage to his ex-wife were never removed. B, photos of him in a compromising position showed up on a Google search. B, a Google search wrongly identified him as filing for bankruptcy, or D, a Google search result for the auction of his repossessed home was never taken down. You have 4 choices, ladies and gentlemen. I would Google the answer if I were you. Oh, that's not okay. No. Sorry, you can't do that. No. No Googling. No Googling. The governor said Google became a verb, right? Is that, yeah? Googling. Question number 7. In which of the following cases would the right to be forgotten allow for the erasure of data when requested by the data subject? A, data is relevant for the purpose it was originally collected. B, data is incriminating. C, data violates privacy concerns. Or D, data is none of anybody's business. Question number 8, folks, used by Assistant Attorney General Leslie Caldwell. What is the term for the technology realm where the justice system cannot penetrate? A, the technology frontier. B, the point of no return. C, the dark net. Or D, the zone of lawlessness. Question number 8, if there's privacy in the digital age, it has a new definition. According to this book, how does Privacy Workshop organizer Danny Weitzner define privacy? A, keeping your personal information secret online. B, requiring government and business to disclose how they use information. C, owning very thick curtains. Or D, maintaining up-to-date firewalls and malware detectors. Question number 10. According to Protecting Privacy in the Digital Age, what are the 2 distinct branches of privacy law? A, digital and physical. B, international and domestic. C, proprietary and open source. Or D, autonomy and informational. So you know what you did, you made it through another round. Halfway through, and I'm given to understand that only easy questions remain, ladies and gentlemen, so it's all going to be fine after the intermission. Aubrey, would you like to say some things to the kind young people? Fantastic.
Yeah. Congratulations, you guys are halfway done. I'd like to ask for a round of applause for Missoula's Mayor John Aguilar. Give the mayor a short break to come up with some new material for the second half of the competition. I have a few quick announcements before the moment you've really been waiting for, the pizza. He's really excited. During the dinner break, if you could please work on your table, you have a team survey. If you could please work with your team captain to complete this survey. Our goal every year is to make Academic World Quest and the full day even greater. And so with your feedback, as honest as you can be and thoughtful, we would appreciate it. We'll collect these along with your iClicker at the end of the competition. I'd just like to make a quick personal statement. After 14 years with the council, when I started, it was Ambassador Johnson and myself in a plant. And I've been through at least 10 of the 12 Academic World Quests. And it's been amazing not to just watch it grow, but to be part of this process and building a program that I hope will continue to impact students from around the state for a time to come. It started with a lot of cold calling and a lot of hang-ups by teachers, thinking that I was a salesperson or that we were crazy group out of Missoula calling the middle of Montana and trying to get them to come down here to hear the mayor. So I hit the road. Amy and I took a road trip around the state and met with teachers and got to tell them about Academic World Quest and how valuable that we thought it was. And always believing and understanding that both our differences and common ground is critical to bringing our world together. So I stuck with it and didn't get fazed by the hang-ups, kept working, and excited to be part of the organization that's built the third largest Academic World Quest in the country. This would be impossible without all of you, students that are interested, as well as your amazing teachers. So thank you. I'd like to also thank Ambassador Johnson for the opportunity 14 years ago when I stepped into his office and the trust in handing over the World Affairs Council and letting me run with it. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce to you and welcome our incoming executive director. After nearly 14 years with the council, I'm looking forward to a new adventure and excited to pass the torch on to Alex Sobin. Having recently returned from teaching in India, Alex comes to the council with a background in nonprofits, fundraising, and a passion for international education. Please join me in welcoming Alex.
Thank you so much, Aubrey. So I'm here not just to introduce myself to you, but also to announce our Global Team Challenge winners. Who's excited for that? Yeah, okay. So just a couple hours ago, you guys competed in the Global Team Challenge, negotiating a fictional international crisis between Russia and the US. And as Mark stated earlier, Ambassador Johnson, he thinks it might be a little more interesting than what's actually happening, and probably you guys came up with better solutions to the problem than most politicians would have. So I see future diplomats in our midst. All right, so I'm going to give a couple quick remarks on how I want the winners to progress before we go ahead and do this. So once I announce your name, you're going to come up to Gus and Maylee, our two fantastic interns who designed the Global Team Challenge this year, and they will present you with your certificate and your medal. And then I would like you to please stay up there because we'll be taking your photo to commemorate the occasion. So, I have my cards here. We're going to announce the runner-up and the winner for both the US and Russia. So to begin, the runner-up for Russia is a team composed of Madison Blank Plotz from Hellgate. Everyone give her a hand. I apologize if I pronounce any names incorrectly. Courtney Chessman from St. Regis. And Angie McDonald from Park High. All right. And the runner-up team for the U.S. is composed of Riker McIntyre from Glacier. Devin Mahoney from Bozeman. and Madeline Henley from Big Fork. If you could remain up there, please. All right, now for the first place winners. I wish I had an envelope to open. For Russia, the first place team is composed of Anna Rose Vogel from Hot Springs. And it looks like Blake Doken from Bozeman. And Grace Ackelstad from Shelby. First place for the U.S., Jackson Reiki from Bozeman. And I apologize, we don't have this student's last name, but Madison from Granite, the other Madison. We'll need your last name, Madison. And then Sarah Joff from Granite as well. All right, so while those students are participating in their photo opportunity over there, I have a couple more announcements. I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. You all did a very nice job, and it was tough to decide on the winner. We had some very impressive solutions to this year's dilemma, some that made us chuckle, but most that seemed very feasible. Now, this is the point that everyone loves, pizza.
I can move by Powell County. Boom. Let me know when there's a new question, will you? We're almost there. How about question number 3 then? What is the term for chronic malnutrition that contributes to as many as 45% of child deaths worldwide? A, emaciation, B, stunting, C, rickets, or D, otophema? Team of 3, working it hard. Fantastic. They knew the answer already. I sensed it. You have a medal. That's awesome. I do not have a medal. Lincoln, working their magic. Am I blocking your view, by the way? Is that a... Okay. I don't want to do that. Question number 4. In Uganda, Feed the Future has attempted to promote the growth of and consumption of sweet potatoes to prevent what deficiency in one of 3 children under the age of 5? A, vitamin A, B, iron, C, calcium, or D, potassium? Banned from the table. I understand. I saw it coming. Mr. Work, I saw that coming. For the rough kids hanging out back here. I'm about. They are not Birkenstocks. I wish they were. They're Rockports. That's middle age for you. Question number 5. The amount of land required worldwide to raise livestock is roughly equivalent in size to what? A, 100 football fields, B, Africa, C, Mexico, or D, Australia? Oh, I want a Pringle more than you can ever imagine. Question number 6. But I'm wearing a Fitbit. That's why I'm walking around right. Where are the Pringles coming from suddenly? Question number 6. According to the World Health Organization, food security is built on 3 pillars. Which of the following is not one of these pillars? A, food availability, B, food access, C, food use, or D, Pringles? No, D is food distribution. There's a Pringle there, Pringle there? No, one's too many and 1,000's not enough with the Pringles. I got the Fitbit. I made a walk. I'm feeling good. I got like 14 steps. Question number 7 of the countries assessed on the FAO hunger map. Which continent has been most successful in reaching the goals set out by the World Food Summit? A, Africa, B, South America, C, Asia, or D, Europa? Question number 8. Today, 36% of the world's crop calories are used for what purpose? A, livestock, B, food, C, industrial products, or D, biofuels? Question number 9. What recent event in Nepal has significantly impacted food security? A, Nepal Civil War. B, a plague of locusts. C, lack of adequate rainfall and poor soil conditions. Or D, Nepal's earthquake? Question number 10, the last of the round, folks. Which of the following is not a solution for reducing food waste in developed countries? A, serve smaller portions. B, encourage restaurants to develop waste-reducing measures. C, develop reliable food storage measures. Or D, eat more leftovers. That's 2 rounds down, ladies and gentlemen. 3 to go in this half. That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 8. This is the Organization of American States. Let's see how organized they really are. With question number 1, what is one of the major constraints faced by the OAS when passing legislation? A, votes are often split 50-50 down bipartisan lines. B, states in the North disagree with the views of those in the South. C, the delegates all speak different dialects, making communication difficult. Or D, the consensus model requires a unanimous vote to make a decision. Question number 2. One of the primary functions of the OAS is to preserve and promote democracy throughout the Americas. In 1962, this led to the suspension of which member state? A, Argentina. B, Cuba. C, Chile. Or D, Nicaragua? Question number 3, folks. Which Latin American state has most recently had a strained relationship with the United States due to human rights violations? A, Nicaragua, B, Argentina, C, Chile, or D, Venezuela? Question number 4, approximately what percent does the United States contribute toward the annual OAS budget? A, 10%, B, 30%, C, 60%, or D, 80%? Question number 5, how frequently do summits of the Americas occur? Pardon me. A, every other year, B, every year, C, every 3 years, or D, twice every decade? Question number 6, ladies and gentlemen, according to the Congressional Research Service report, what effect has the fall of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War had on United States influence in Latin America? A, it has remained the same. B, it has decreased over time. C, it has increased over time. Or D, it has increased but only in countries that speak Portuguese. Question number 7. UNICER, one of the many regional alternatives to the OAS, is critically regarded as a means for which country to exert its influence? A, Uruguay, B, Chile, C, Argentina, or D, Brazil? Question number 8, which body of the OAS is responsible for the day-to-day business of the organization? For example, maintaining friendly relations between member states and assisting in the peaceful resolution of disputes. A, the General Assembly, B, the General Secretariat, C, the Permanent Council, or D, the body politic? Question number 9, along with English, Spanish, and Portuguese, what is the 4th official language of the OAS? A, Catalan, B, Dutch, C, French, or D, Elvish? Elvish. Which is not the same as Elvis, is my understanding. is a very different language. Your last question this round. Hugo Chavez and Fidel Castro were the founders of what organization designed to combat the FTAA? That's the Free Trade Agreement of the Americas. A, ALBA, which is the Bolivarian Alliance for the Peoples of Our America. B, Mercado Común del Sur. C, Latin American Integration Association. Or D, LAFTA, the Latin American Free Trade Association. You made it through another round, guys. Congratulations. 2 more rounds to go. Okay, so here's the thing. You have a bunch of volunteers who have been helping here all night long as part of the World Affairs Council. Would you give them a round of applause for being so nice? Thank you. They're making sure that you stay hydrated and that you have cookies and that you got fed and all that good stuff. And then it turns out there might be teachers and parents and other people here supporting you. How about a round of applause for those fine souls? And how about a round of applause for round 9, ladies and gentlemen? Great decisions. Great decisions. Question number 1. Why was the Saudi-owned television network Al Arab recently taken off the air? A, showing a clip of a journalist mocking President Ali Abdullah Saleh. B, running an interview critical of Bahrain's sentencing policies. C, popular protests blocking the station's entrance. Or D, refusing to show up for the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 2, in an effort to meet clean energy goals, India, I believe, has agreed to increase investment in what? A, wind energy, B, hydroelectric dams, C, clean coal, or D, solar energy. Ladies and gentlemen, question number 3. Which of these was not a concern voiced, wow, Dr. Freud, voiced by analysts about the nuclear deal with Iran? A, Iran would be allowed a large number of advanced centrifuges. B, Iran would still be allowed to produce weapons-grade plutonium. C, there is a sunset clause of 10 to 15 years. Or D, the inspections required are not thorough enough. Question number 4. Why is Qatar's support of the Doha Declaration considered ironic? A, Qatar harbors former Taliban terrorists. B, Qatar is using forced migrant labor to build infrastructure for the 2022 World Cup. C, Qatar has the highest incidence of child labor in the Middle East. Or D, Qatar did not adhere to the Convention to Suppress the Slave Trade and Slavery in 1956? Got a good face for radio, is what I hear very often. Question number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Which of the following is a challenge that Brazil faces despite recovery from its economic troubles of the 1990s? A, government-sponsored drug trafficking. B, growing illiteracy, placing a burden on civil services. C, divisions over how to address income equality. Or D, not one of the above. Got 3,912 steps. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Well on my way to 4,000, ladies and gentlemen, which is not very many. Question number 6. What is Iran's role in Syria's civil war? A, Iran has supported the government with intelligence and troops. B, Iran has no role in the civil war. C, Iran has supported the Sunni rebel groups by providing arms and troops. Or D, Iran has changed sides numerous times, concerned with its own self-interest. Question number 7, which country's currency plummeted, that's plummeted, due to reduced oil prices in 2015? A, Iran. B, Russia. C, Saudi Arabia. Or D, China? Question number 8. In the 1990s, those involved with policy and technology argued viciously over privacy and freedom to protect data. These disagreements still happening today were given what name? A, the Dark Net Wars. B, the Code Accords. C, the Crypto Wars. Or D, the YouTube Accords. Question number 9. In April 2015, which African university was the site of a major terrorist attack, killing 148 people and leaving many wounded? A, the University of Cape Town. B, Garissa University. C, Makerere University. Or D, Kenyatta University. Last question of the penultimate round, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 10. Which country is the home of the world's largest refugee camp? A, India. B, Turkey. C, Syria. Or D, Kenya? One more round. One more round. And this is about current events, ladies and gentlemen. The thing that you don't know is that these are events that have only happened within the last half an hour. And again, no use of cell phones. Question number 1. In early January 2016, Sean Penn, an escaped drug dealer El Chapo, sat down to do an interview later printed in what publication? A, the New York Times, B, the Economist, C, the Rolling Stone, or D, Country Living? I think Country Living. D, E, Sunset. A lot of people feeling good about this answer. Hi, Chief Painter. Question number 2, which country has taken in the most Syrian refugees? A, Saudi Arabia, B, Jordan, C, Germany, or D, Turkey? Question number 3. During the November 2015 Paris attacks, 89 people lost their lives at Le Bataclan Theater during a concert. What band was playing that night? A, the Eagles of Death Metal, B, Amorphous, C, Nightwish, or D, Arsames? Question number 4, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2015 for establishing peace in Tunisia and maintaining a pluralistic democracy after the Jasmine Resolution of 2011? A, the National Dialogue Quartet, B, Aziz Sankar, C, the National Institute of Peace, or D, Kailash Satyarthi? I'm sorry to murder that, Satyarthi. Question number 5, what is estimated to reach 4 million people over the next year? A, the new iPhone 7C, B, the Zika virus, C, a new anti-malarial drug being distributed in Africa by the Gates Foundation, the Clinton Foundation, or D, a China-based identity theft ring? So now we're halfway through the last round. We're closing in. You guys are doing great. Question number 6. What caused the city of Beijing to issue its first ever red alert in December 2015? A, fire danger, B, terrorist threats, C, economic instability, or D, pollution? Question number 7, what is the name of the massive economic stimulus program implemented by Prime Minister Shinzo Abe that failed to save Japan from another recession? A, Economy 9/11, B, the New Deal, C, Abenomics, or D, Project Bailout? Question number 8. Only a couple more to go. In October 2015, a hospital in Afghanistan was bombed, sparking international outrage. What aid organization operated the facility? A, Medical Teams International, B, the Red Cross, C, Doctors Without Borders, or D, WHO's Humanitarian Health Action? Question number 9. Which country won the Copa America football tournament in 2015? A, Uruguay, B, Brazil, C, Chile, or D, Argentina? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last question of the evening. Question number 10. German customs officials confiscated Justin Bieber's blank, which can be very painful, in 2013, and he is now in the market for a replacement. A, monkey, B, illegal narcotics, C, gold rapper chains, or D, a Grammy Award? You all did it. Big round of applause for yourselves. Nicely done. You guys have been fantastic. So one of the things we're going to do is go ahead and, we don't think we're going to tally the scores this year. It just seems like too much. So thanks for coming. And no? Alex has a different idea.
What do you guys think? Do you want to know who won? Okay, unfortunately it takes more than 3 seconds for us to figure that out, so I'm going to fill some time. Thank you first to Mayor Engen for probably the most exciting night we could have had today. Give him a round of applause. So we all know the mayor is what makes this event so entertaining. He manages to take something like international trade and finance and make it funny. So we really appreciate his involvement with WorldQuest. All right, so I have a number of thank yous to say. I have a whole list here, so I'm going to go through them pretty quick. I would also like to thank you guys, because you guys are our future leaders, our future diplomats and consul generals to the United States of America. And I just want to talk about how important it is that you recognize your place in the world and as a global citizen, and obviously your presence here tonight speaks to that. So thank you to all the students who came tonight, and thank you to your amazing teachers who spend extra time after school on the weekends, driving you around the state so you could be here tonight. Let's give all of your teachers a round of applause. Okay, I also want to thank all of our sponsors. You'll see them up on the screen again. I know we already saw them at the beginning, but these are truly the people who make this event possible. So thank you to the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation. In addition to sponsoring the council year-round, they're also the people who help you go to Washington, D.C. if you win tonight. So thanks to them, because otherwise we would not be able to send you across the country on that amazing trip. And thanks to Humanities Montana, who's been supporting Academic World Quest for years. And without their support, this event would not be what it is today. And I just want to put in my little pitch for the council. So the World Affairs Council is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization, which means we are not Republicans or Democrats or Tea Partiers. We represent everybody. So we are here today to show you the best that global education has to offer. And we do this by being funded on just a few small grants, membership contributions, and community donations. So if you're not a member of the council yet, you should be. For K-12 students, it's free. So just look us up online, montanaworldaffairs.org. And if you're a teacher, we have a nice discounted rate for you. And then also a huge thank out. This is what happens when I read too much. A huge thank you to our outstanding volunteers. They helped to make sure you weren't staring at your cell phones today during the competition. They also helped to feed you dinner, and now they're tallying your votes. So you want to definitely give them a round of applause. And this night would not be possible without our amazing team of interns who've been working for months on this program and know they don't get paid to do it. They are Allie, Simone, Gus, Maylee, Desiree, and Cameron. And let's just give them a quick round of applause. And then my final thank you. I know you're getting tired of these. I want to thank Aubrey Lyons, who was, you've heard from her a number of times tonight. She's our fantastic executive director who's about to step down, and I have big shoes to fill. I know that. So let's give her a round of applause. Okay, now on to the instructions for the evening. Anyone who is driving a long way tonight, we do have boxes of pizza in the back. Please take them with you. The council does not want to eat 10 boxes of pizza. Our interns say they're already sick of it, so no more pizza. Okay, so for the winners, once they are announced, I will not be announcing them. Please come up as a team with your advisor. With your advisor to accept your award. We're going to have a photographer, Evan, he's in the corner there. He is going to come and take some pictures of you with your award. So don't run away. Be sure your advisor is with you. We ask that you all remain up front while we clap and cheer for you, and we'll take the photo. Lastly, I ask that everyone else please remain seated unless you have to drive 7 hours tonight, because we do want to recognize the winners and give them their proper due. These people have prepared for a long time. And I will be back to make more announcements at the end of the program after we announce the winners. So please stick around to hear those. I promise they'll be really exciting. Has everyone turned in your iClicker? Raise your hand if you still have an iClicker on your table. Yeah? Okay. So if you still have an iClicker on your table, there will be a volunteer swooping in to take it from you. We also ask that those fancy name tags you're wearing, if you don't think you're going to wear it every day for the rest of your life, please leave it on the table. If you promise to wear it every day for the rest of your life, I think we might be able to make allowances. But those plastic thingies cost a lot of money. So please consider that. Now, are we getting close to a winner? Yeah? Okay, very close. We're getting very close. Can you tell I'm stalling for time? I'm not as good at it as the mayor. I apologize. Oh, couple more housekeeping announcements. If you haven't picked up your T-shirt, please do so after the program from the table outside, because we do not want your Academic World Quest T-shirts. We already have some. Note for advisors, we will be posting all of the questions and answers on our website. So if you visit the website, you can go and retrieve those, and you can smack the side of your head if you got something wrong that you already knew the answer to. So that should be an interesting trip through those questions. And if you would like to know your team's score, at the end of the evening, we ask that your advisor only approach the table over there with the laptop, and they'll be able to tell you what you did or how you scored. But please don't rush it, everyone all at the same time, and no students at that table, please. That's really all I've got for you. So how are we doing, Cameron? Another couple minutes? I have to stall longer? I don't have jokes. Does anyone have a good international affairs joke? Does the mayor have more jokes to tell?
I know who the winners are. Would you like to know who earned a 4th place this evening? Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Bozeman, Montana, Bozeman number 3 with a score of 70 in 4th place, Devin Mahoney, Samantha Burrington, Max Yates, and Sam Bittner. Advisor Amy Wallner, great congratulations, Team Bozeman 3. We're going to go over there, capture a moment, receive a prize. Ladies and gentlemen, in 3rd place this evening, the score of 72, and a nose flute all the way from Gardner, Montana, ladies and gentlemen. Olivia Reed, Cody Carlson, Sheridan Brown, and Paige Robinson, Gardner, Montana, and advisor Christina Cody, I believe, and if that's wrong, I apologize. Christina? How about 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen? All the way with a score of 73 from Missoula, Montana, Team Big Sky, Corbin Witt, Adeline Ball, Sydney Retain, and Elizabeth Nemechek. Advisor Cameron Johnson. Congratulations, guys. They're making the sprint. And ladies and gentlemen, our winning team this evening will travel to Washington, D.C. in April to compete at the National World Quest competition sponsored by the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation, and a $1,000 scholarship to attend the University of Montana. Now the drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 75 all the way from Bozeman, Montana, team number 2. Max Concert, Chris Munson, Garrett Nielsen, Jackson Reiki. With advisor Amy Wallner Drake, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Missoula, Montana, and we've been routed by Bozeman tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Thank you all very much. A pleasure to see all of you. Hope you enjoyed your time in Missoula. And I hope to see some of you next year at the University of Montana.